right, buddy. All right, it's 8 o'clock and time for Sunday night charts. Forgot to change the thing here. Sunday night charts. A little blurry. There we go. What's up, Max? Come on. You are the winner. Good job, buddy. Okay. Find it on our phone. What do you want to see? You want to see LTC first, Max? Since you're here? I'm assuming video and sound is good, Max. And anybody else there? Awesome. Ethereum's next second. All right, we'll do it. What's up, bye guy? Hey, James. What's up? Sherlock Holmesy. Hey, man. Hey, Merle. Buddy. All right. Well, I'm just going to jump in tonight. I already kind of did the live stream earlier. Not a whole lot's changed, but it's a little bit more clear what this wave is going to look like. Um, Looks like we're filling in Litecoin, filling in the gap here, that filling in the wick that we made. It is a five-wave structure. Expect it to go up to at least $64. Again, might double top and then go back down. That's what I was looking at a minute ago. Let's look at it on the 1 hour for a second here. Expecting this wave to finish out right up here. We'll throw, let's go into the 30 minute, see if it's better. There we go. It's a little bit better. Throw the fibs on that guy here. We can do it two ways. This is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Looks like that's a nice clear structure there. Looks like it, 64.50, 53 at the 618. It's not an extended third wave, so if you get an extended fifth, you might go up to 67.87. That's if you get an extended wave somehow. I don't know that you're going to get that. I'm not saying you're going to get that. I'm just saying if you got an extended fifth wave there. Otherwise, you've got a 1, 2, 3, 4, and you're getting the fifth wave here. So what do we got there? Yeah, it's really confluent with the fibs right there at 64, 64.60 there. So the fibs are saying double top. Probably 64.85 to 64.63. That's what I'm seeing. So I'm not sure what you got, Max. Is that the same analysis you had, buddy? Should finish out a five-wave sequence there. Let's see. Let's looking at the small time frame here. We did go past the 1618. It looks like we're making an extended third here in the fifth. So 1, 2, 3 should be third wave should go up to 6280. I would imagine. I wouldn't think that this is the fourth. This is probably the fourth of the third right now. Probably going to get another wave up here to the upside there. So looks like Litecoin's got to finish out. So yeah, $64, 64.50 looks short to me at the top. Watch for that finished wave. Watch for the final action there on the wave and short the mess out of it. Now, where we're going, I'm not sure about that. If that's five waves, let's step out, and see what we got here. Hey, everybody, those of you joining in, just chime in. Let me know. I'm taking requests tonight and looking at the wave. We'll look at Bitcoin in a little while, but since Max was first, he got it. Super chats is open, guys, and requests are being made. Um, sound like a peddler, don't I? That's hilarious. Uh, Now, let's be careful here, guys. I just want to remind you about Litecoin here. Um, this is a five-wave structure, okay? So there's one of two options, and I want you to know it. I want you to understand it. Let me just zoom way out here. Zooming way out. My count is, it says WABC. It could be, you know, WXY, okay? I don't know that it's going to make a, it might make a difference. It actually could make a difference. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, Y, A, B. Yeah. It's probably, it's not probably, I've got it labeled wrong. Hey, Khalid, what's up, man? It's probably a W, X, and a Y right there, but that's still the, then the Y couldn't, I'm not, man, I'm not sure how. Not sure how to delineate that wave. That's really tough. This is easy. We got WXY up here. That W is a three wave. That makes a lot of sense. I think that comes to the one-to-one extension there. Then we got a three wave there. So I guess that needs to be Y. We need three waves. Okay. So it's the same problem with Bitcoin. Excuse me. It's the same problem with Bitcoin. It came to the 786, didn't finish out at the one-to-one extension. Okay. So it didn't finish at the one-to-one extension at 36. I'm looking for a $36 bottom potentially, guys. That's if and so what I believe here is that for the overall count for Litecoin, this Y wave needs to be. Let me just remind you what a WXY is, guys. Okay, WXY is three waves like that, and each wave has each wave has three waves in it. Okay, that's the larger scale. Now those three waves can be an ABC, could be another WXY, could be a flat, could be any number of things. Okay, so but everything has three waves. Okay, and so what we have to do is interpret this with three waves. Okay, so we've got boom, boom. Oh, sorry. Right there, three waves. Three waves. There's your X, and now 1, 2. Okay, now there we go. So this Y wave generally comes to the one-to-one extension. It can come to the 786, but it generally comes to the one-to-one extension. This is why I was expecting this to come down here. And that's why I thought it was going to come down here. Then we'd have a beautiful boom, boom, boom like that. It didn't do it. And you say, well, is it finished? I don't think so. I don't think it's finished. What I think here is we have an expanded flat on the bottom of it, just like in Bitcoin. Okay. I mean, this could be wrong, guys, but we need to entertain it at least as a hypothesis. Okay. I think we could have an expanded flat here. Okay. An expanded flat is when you have a wave, a three-wave structure, followed by a three-wave structure that dips below the origin of that first three wave. It dips below, and then it goes up like that. That's an expanded flat. And so the wave count is 3, 3, and then 5. So you see this 5 wave here. That's often an impulse, and it'll come with divergence on the RSI. Okay. So if we looked on the RSI. We're on the 6 hour. Excuse me. All right, here is the bottom of that. And there's the divergence right there. I don't know if you see that. Let me get rid of that here. So we've got price going down while RSI is going up. So you've got the divergence, and that's good. You also have a three-wave structure to the upside, a three-wave structure to the downside, and then 5 waves impulse. And generally, it comes to the 1618. Okay, so when you measure that extension, comes to the 127 or the 1618, and this one came right to the 1618. So we have the makings here, guys, for a expanded flat on the bottom, not on the bottom, but on this Y wave. And so what that would mean then, the implications of that is that we've got a W wave. Yeah, W that's really small right there. Right there. X, and now we're getting our Y. So that's what I think we're getting. Same with Bitcoin, potentially. That we're short and we're going to have a major dump once this thing finishes. So watch out for that. Regardless, here's what we do know. We know that Litecoin is finishing a 5-wave sequence. That it's probably going to double top up here somewhere. It's going to finish this 5-wave sequence, and then we're going to be heading down, most likely. Trying to imagine that any other way. I don't know if you can see the 5 waves there, but here we go. 1, 2. That's probably not correct. Let's try it again. This is 1, 2, and then we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's the third, fourth. Now we're making the fifth. Going to be a double top around 64, 60, something like that. So looking for this guy to come on up there. And then once it does, at minimum, we're going to get a 3-wave pullback at minimum. At maximum, we're going to get let's see, what would that have to be? Yeah, we had a 5-wave here. This is what our 5-wave was here. We're going to need a 5-wave here. And that'll get us down to $36. And that'll get us down to that 1-to-1 extension. And then we'll be finished. And then we're going long. Then we're going really long. We're going to buy and hold. So what we need to watch for then is the structure of this wave coming off the top. We need to watch the structure of Litecoin and what kind of waves are made. Are they impulsive or corrective? Are they 3-wave structures or 5-wave structures? We need to watch that. And that's going to be the telltale sign of what we've got going on in Litecoin. Okay? All right. Okay, if you want to try it as a WXYXZ, we'll give it a go here. I'm going to clear my chart here because I don't need all of it. Who needs all of it? The only problem I have with the WXYXZ is we never get down to the 1-to-1 extension. So we never get down to the 1-to-1 extension and then continue on. So this is the only way I can do this is WXY or ABC. That's not an ABC. It's a WXY. It's an ABC, ABC, ABC. That's a W wave. W. Oh. WX. Now, you've got to be able to get 3 clear waves here. W, X, Y. If you do X and then Z, same problem. Z needs to be a 3-wave structure. Y needs to be a 3-wave structure. So same issue, same problem. We still need 3 waves down here. I don't like this as a 3-wave. So this isn't for me a 3-wave. 2 dumpy fibs don't work out. It's 382. I mean, it's just nah. So that's a 5. This is my 3. So here's a 5, 3. I need another 5 wave down. We need 5 waves down. The only other thing we could have, like I said, is our correction is over. Correction is over. Got a bottom. We got 5 waves to the upside. Get a 3-wave pullback going up. Okay, Bitcoin's moving right now. Okay, this is where everybody's going to FOMO in right here. Bitcoin's been crazy hard today. Crazy hard. Throw the extensions here. It just hit the 1618. I need to get my phone ready here. Yeah, the Khalid, the triangle doesn't work either, man. It broke out of the triangle. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm logging into my account here. I almost say watch Litecoin right now to watch Bitcoin, because Litecoin seems to have the clearest count. Watch them both together, but okay, here's the 5th wave we're making right here. 5th wave. Want to see that thing finish out. 5 waves. So 1, 2. I think this is 3 up here. Gonna get 4 and 5. BTC here. Let's look at that. Yeah, BTC's been a bear today. Just a jerk. Stopped out twice. Should have been watching Litecoin. That's what I had for Bitcoin there. So I don't think that's a final rejection. I think it's going to work its way back up there. The only problem with this, man, it looked like we began this wave It looked like a beginning diagonal at first, but then it kind of just broke out the top through it. It could be an ending diagonal, maybe. I don't know. That could be it. I don't know. That could be all of it. But Litecoin doesn't look finished. Ethereum, you can see what I've got there for Ethereum as well. It didn't come up and finish the diagonal, so yeah, I'm not sure. It's kind of fakey, man. Everything's fakey today. Really hard trading right now. Leading diagonal there, maybe. This could be a leading diagonal here. 1, 2. Is that a 1, 2 then? Crap. Or is that just... See, I was taking this diagonal to be an A wave. Still not invalidated, but if we get up here way past the 1618, we will be. I mean, it'll be less likely. Some kind of a diagonal wave there, I think. Three waves down, three wave up, three wave up. Then we got this thing. It could be a WXYXZ. It could be it. I mean, so this could be a three wave, three wave, three wave. That's straight down. Three wave, three wave, three wave. How do we interpret that? So Ethereum just looks three wave-ish everywhere. Unless I'm just looking at it funky, but it looks... This could be it here. W. X. 535. Y. X. Z. That could be right. Okay. It is possible that that's the 3 and the Litecoin, this is 4. And we're coming up here for 5. But again, I need to see this 5 wave complete here. I want to see that complete. It's a possibility. Yeah. Trying to figure this stuff out, guys. Let's see here. See if we can. Hey James, what's up, buddy? Hey Raid, hey man. Khalid, what are you saying? It's an ending diagonal? Just this whole structure is an ending diagonal, maybe? In Bitcoin or Litecoin? I don't like it. It just doesn't. It's alright, taps. I don't. It's no big deal. But thanks for. I don't know what to make of that wave, except that it could be a 1 2 1 2 1 2. It's just a bunch of 1 2s, and it's just going crazy. James Meyer, what you got, man? Just kind of looking at what everything's making here right now. It just, it looks too corrective to me, guys. It just doesn't look. I mean, this is an impulse right here, right? This is impulsive. This is just kind of corrective crap. WX. I mean, that could be a WXYXZ as well. You know, like Ethereum. I think everything's. Yeah, I feel like this is a B wave, James. Don't you think? So you say you find it hard to believe we didn't finish five up. Yeah. So you're thinking this five is finished and we got three wave down. No, what I mean is that this right here is a B wave. This is a B wave. Okay. What are your thoughts? Well, well, for LTC, I don't know if you saw my analysis there, but I'm really looking into a I've got two options here. We got a very impulsive. It's very impulse here. So I got this as an expanded flat, and we got 36 to go. Um, my count isn't that. I was just doing that with somebody else because they asked me to. Um, that measures very well as an expanded flat. It counts like an expanded flat. It looks like an expanded flat. It looks like we're finishing up those waves. Already did the analysis there for LTC, um, and it looks finished. Um, it looks almost finished here. This looks like a 1, 2, and then this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 3, 4, and now I think we're getting the fifth. Yeah. Chinese tether pump. Yeah. If you got any charts, guys, go ahead and just throw the right here at the last digits of the trading view, and I'll plug it in. So Khalid, if you want to show some charts, that's the way we can do it. Okay. Um, James, if you want to throw a chart up, feel free. Anybody that wants to throw a chart up, just give me the last code of the trading view, and I can put it in. So that'll be fun to share charts, see what's going on. I'm all for a group think. I'm just one guy on the internet with thoughts, but I'm not the only guy. Obviously, that's my thinking. So for me, this wave is looking 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we're making the fifth wave, and we're going to finish that up here shortly with a double top around $64. That's my take. Litecoin looks like it's about to finish up its fifth wave move. It's kind of a deep 4. That's the only difficulty here. But it doesn't break any rules. It doesn't break any rules. All right. All right. Why isn't the chat loading? There we go. Bear with me, guys. Sorry about that. There we go. Invalid chart. Nope. Try again, Khalid. Hey, Chris. What's up, man? You're not too late, man. We've just been kind of blowing through the chart here and see if anyone wants to share any charts. Chris, you got a chart? Gotcha. I got you, James. I can show that on your behalf if you'd like. James's concept here is that we have finished the one up. So one idea is that we have finished 5 waves. He finds it hard to believe we haven't finished 5 waves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe. And if that's the case, we have finished the 2 wave, and we could be making the 1 wave of the third. We should get a pullback at some point, and then the moon wave. So that's a very bullish look at it. That's the 2 wave, and it's done. If we're not, his second point was that if we're not finished with the 5 waves, then we're in the 5th wave here, though he finds that hard to believe. Now, to support that is not finished, a potential support that is not done is that you begin here with a 1 2 1 2 right here at the bottom. That's the best I can make out of that. That's a 1 2, and then we've got a 1 2 3 4, and all that was 5, the 5th wave of the third. So what you got is a 1 2 3. This is 4, and now we're getting the 5th wave. Then we get a correction. Then we go up. My particular bearish look on it is that that's 5 waves potentially finished. And we're finishing an X wave, and we have another push to the downside. That's another bearish look at it as well. Khalid, let's see if we can give it another go here. Okay, let's try it that way. Good job. For whatever reason, my it's not showing. What's up, Emery? Let's see here. Doesn't exist. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Chart layout can't be opened. Khalid, when you do it, I don't know if you're doing it, but hit the camera here. Hit the camera, and then just hit copy right here. Copy the URL, and then paste it into the chat. Delete the trading view part, and then hit enter. Andrew Freeman, let's check it out. Gotcha. Thanks, man. Yeah, if I miss it, guys, just put it again in there, okay? I'll pull it up. This is Andrew Freeman's chart. Whoa. Wow. Andrew, are you the optical art guy? Yeah, I didn't know. I didn't know if you were that guy or not. I don't know his name or not. I've seen his page, but yeah, I could tell. I know the fib circles from the optical art. I just can't read them. All right. Oh man, what's up? What's up, Keith? What's up, Carrie? How's it going? Didn't see you come in earlier, Frodo. So what do you think? What are you thinking, Andrew? Let me just read your comment here. Retest previous high at the dotted line. Okay, gotcha. Gonna kind of come up here and retest that guy. Yeah, potentially. Yep. I mean, that would kind of be in line with LTC as well. Pull up my LTC chart here. Okay. Seeing where we are here. Okay, so maybe we're going up there. Let's check it out. Let's check out Khalid's chart. What's up, Dean? You got a chart to share? Be glad to show it, buddy. Hey, 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 hey. We got it. All right. Yeah, I mean, right here, I don't see any fib measurements on there, but that can't be a 5 wave down. It's not, unless that's an expanding. Is that an expanding? I just want to see the. Yeah, it just doesn't work. BT, okay. Yeah, I'm having a hard time with that 5 wave right there because the 4 doesn't overlap. Well, yeah, it does. The 4 overlaps the 1, and that's not the shape of a uh, of a diagonal. I mean, I guess it could be an expanding diagonal. Then you've got 5 waves here. I see that. I agree with that. That's like a beginning diagonal. We got an ABC there, some kind of yeah. That's good there. Then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and then an ending diagonal 5. Okay, I see what you're saying. Um, let's look at that as a see if we can tweak that a little bit. Small rejection there. Looks like some kind of a. I want to get my Litecoin chart open. Leave. Thanks for sharing that, Khalid and Andrew. Appreciate that, guys. Um, I will get to Ethereum here, guy. I'll look at the macro in just a minute. So Litecoin, let's check it out here because I just find Litecoin is just following such a smooth path. Ooh, so that looks like a 4 wave to me right there, guys. If it goes any lower, it may not be, but it sure looks like a 4 wave there. Came to the 1276 right there. Corrective. If it comes on down here, we might have an impulse on our hands, but I doubt it. Unless we get an impulse and then 3 wave and another impulse and whatever. It's like a longer expanded 4 wave that takes a little longer. But this looks like 1, 2, 3, 4. Going to get our 5th wave up from here. So that's my Litecoin take right now. That's the 5th wave of the 5th wave. And that's going to get us up to a double top. So that's just the fifth. That's just the count of the 5th wave of the 5th wave, and that's going to get us a double top at 64. The fibs really line up nicely at that green mark there. So, all right. What's up, Raphael? Bonjour. Ça va? Um, yeah, James. Um, so anyway, the count Khalid that you have right here, this can't be a 5 wave structure right here. Primarily, it doesn't measure like a 5 wave. It doesn't measure like and so this doesn't come down impulsively at all. There's no impulse there at all. So it's a 3 wave structure or something. I've even seen somebody say that this could be some kind of a flat right here um, in that count. So then what you've got here is an an A, a flat here for the B. Um, yeah, this would have to become a three wave here. That's flat. That's a W, X, I guess, and then Y. So that's a way to interpret it. I don't like it necessarily, but I don't know if that's forcing it or not. So, but I'm curious what it measures here. Comes way past the 1618. Oh, wait a minute. No, it needs to be there. Still a little too high. A little too high there. Really, really hard wave structure. Guys, I mean, I saw that today. I was looking down. I was looking down. Especially if we got the impulse right there. At least it could be interpreted as an impulse. This is interesting here. What's happening there? That's interesting. That is interesting. Sorry I'm all over the place, guys, but I'm just trying to see correlation. Look at this, guys. That's interesting, y'all. If you get another solid move down here, we might have an impulse here. On Litecoin. That's Litecoin. Just going to go down to the 2 minute. I'm just curious what kind of wave that is. Just to see what shape that's making. That's the high. It's not looking impulsive yet. Looks corrective. So yeah, it's corrective. As long as LTC reverses here, that's corrective too. If it comes down any lower than that, that's kind of impulsy. If it comes down there. But as long as it just wicks through here, if it comes back up, we're good for the upside there. Guys, I think we're finishing something out, though, tonight. That's what I think. Yeah, James, I know what you're talking about. I was just trying to be kind and and show what was wrong with it the best I could there. Let's see here. Hey, Brian, thanks for stopping by, buddy. That was a nice little scalp there, I suppose. Lucky trades. You look at the weekly chart and get away from the noise. Sure, yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Hey, Raphael, let me look at Ethereum here just for a minute on the macro. I had a request for that earlier. Guy, you around still? Let me know if you're around. I want to make sure you're getting this. Mr. Ron, are you around, buddy? Hey, Craig, what's up, buddy? I dig it. I like it. All right. Ethereum. Macro. Guy, tell me you're around, man. Please. This is your time. Tell me. Hey, there's 59 of you here. Thanks, guys. Yeah, I think tonight we're going to have some action, guys. I mean, Monday mornings, tomorrow morning is probably going to be some exciting movement. I'm kind of bearish, but I know it seems super weird. I have such a hard time saying that even, but yeah, I mean this looks like a flat here on Ethereum, and Ethereum often tells the tale. It looks like a flat to me. I just don't think Ethereum bottomed here. That's a 5 wave. I think we need a three wave, and so to me, Ethereum's looking like a flat right here. Boom, boom, boom. It looks like it's got to finish its five wave structure, but I mean that's a better picture than Litecoin or Bitcoin. It doesn't have that really. No, Litecoin's pretty decent, but Bitcoin's got the big one, right? But but you got a three wave here, three wave there, and then you got a five wave structure there. I mean, to me, that's a flat, and in the grand scheme of that thing, come on. You've got a three wave here. ABC looks like, or a WXY, and that's a there is an ABC in there, so you can dig it out. It's hard, but you can get it. So that looks like a three wave of. Actually, that looks 535. That's a flat in the middle. That's what that is, I think. You got a flat, running flat right here in the middle. So you got a five wave, a three wave, and then a five wave. So regardless, we've got a three wave structure here. I think that's a W wave. We got a three wave structure for an X wave. Okay, and then we need a three wave structure for the Y wave here. Let me get these targets off here. Three wave structure for Y. Why? Because I like you. Let's see. It was boom, boom, and then boom. So this, the way this is delineated here. Um, they have a microphone on it. 20. It starts with a three wave here, a three wave, and then a three wave. So you'd have to say that. I mean, that's a three wave structure right there, right? So this Y wave is made of a W, and then an X, and now we need a Y wave, and that Y needs to be three waves. So that's a five wave structure. There's nothing. There's no denying it. We got a three wave here. Now what you got to say is that this is a truncated five waves, and you got to be able to count five waves there. I'm not digging it. So for me, this is for Ethereum, this is a kind of a clear 5, 3, and then we're going to get a 5. So that's my take on Ethereum. A leading diagonal one. Let's see. James, are you talking about Ethereum? What's up, Gary? Khalid, I'll pull up your LTC here in just a little bit. So let me see. Easily could be a WXY complete into a leading diagonal 1. All right, so WXY complete. The only just an idea. Let me kick that around with you for a minute. So again, my take here is that this is a 5, a 3, and a 5 right there. W. This is X, and then we have Y. I mean, do you put the Y right here? Then you got a lower low here, so so you'd have to come up with 5 waves here. So we'd have to count this as 5 waves, and then a 3 wave and a 5 wave, and so that's how we would have to count that. So I'd have to dig into that a little bit and count 5 waves out of it. I suppose I could, but it doesn't look very good just looking at it. Looks like a 3 wave, but I suppose I could. Oh, you think just truncated right there? One, two, three, triangle. Yeah, I see a triangle in there. Yeah, you talking about that right there? Oh, okay. So so anyway, that, but I guess my problem is that this has to be counted as 5, 3, and a 5. Um, anyway, then so you're saying this is a leading diagonal 1. So we'd have to get 5 waves out of that. Let's check it out. Let's see if that's a leading diagonal. And I know you said it's just an idea. I'm willing to kick it around with you. Um, okay, for diagonal, I only see the 3 waves there. So I'm not seeing that as a leading diagonal and then a 2 wave and then 1. I'm not seeing that. I see that as a 3 wave. I don't see it as a leading. I can't even make a leading diagonal out of this. I can only get 3 waves out of that. 3 waves, 3 waves. Unless there's a 5 right in there. There's a little 5 right in there. Some more detail on the chart there. I personally don't like this as a leading diagonal. I can't see that. To me, for me, that's 3 waves. It's a 3-3-5 to me. Maybe no. WXY. It's got to be. Well, tag on it. Yeah. Yeah, it's a WXY. That's an ABC. There's 5 waves in there. I see them now. It's a 5-3-5. That's the Y wave. So ABC, ABC. I mean, excuse me. Yeah. W. I don't know if that's a. It looks like 3 waves to me. That's a 3-wave structure. 3-wave structure. That's 5-wave structure. Or no, a 5-3-5. Yeah. I got 5 in there, 3, and then I got 5 in there. Yeah, not seeing that one, man, as a leading diagonal. Look, we're kind of coming down here on Bitcoin. Let me check Litecoin here real fast. Guys, we got another move to the downside, y'all. That is super interesting, y'all. Super interesting. I love it. That's a great thing, y'all. Guys, that's very reversalish. We'll have to see. So what we're getting here on Litecoin, y'all, it's exciting news, hot off the press. There's an impulse being made in Litecoin. Impulse being made in Litecoin. Further information as it develops. That's exciting to me. This is the 2-minute time frame, and I know it's 2 minutes, and there's some noise. And Raphael, I'll get out of this, I promise. But just trying to see what structures are being formed here. I don't know if that's 3, 4, 5, or if this is the end of 3, 4, 5. It looks like, yeah, I'm not sure there, but this touches the 1618 there. That's nice. Let's see what we get here. I'm not sure how that's going to finish out, but that's a 5-wave structure. So what has to follow that is it could be, just a 3-wave structure, and then we could get another 5-wave structure, and all that is just a big ABC, and that's fine. That could be. So that's a possibility. But when we look at Bitcoin here, we've got a bit of some reversalish action as well. It's not reversalish yet. It's still corrective at the moment. On the 1-minute chart there, I've got a 1 wave there. I see 5 waves in there, 2, and then we're forming here. So we'll see if this comes on down or if this is just corrective. Right now it's at a corrective fib, so nothing too scary there. But Litecoin, however, is there is an impulse there, potentially. We'll have to wait and see. But that's it's a contender for an impulsive wave there. So let's wait and see there. All right, so what in the world? Gary, man, thank you so much. That means a lot, man. Thank you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Very kind. Very nice. Wow. Thanks so much. Means a lot to my family and me. All right, let's check out the day. Let's check out the daily for Raphael. Raphael, feel free to post a chart, man. Weekly. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Okay, let's check out the daily here. I mean, oh, that's Ethereum, Bitcoin. So I kind of already did this earlier, but let me do it again because there's a lot of people watching that weren't here for it. So I mean, I'm still of the impression. Okay, so here's a big thing that I don't think a big thing that I do. Um, and Gary, by the way, if there's a chart you want to see or a question you bought priority there. Okay, so let me know. One of the huge things that I do is I definitely use correlation with. I don't look at one chart by itself. You see me kind of going back and forth to all these different charts. I want to see how they're relating to each other. And so and I know you guys probably do that too, but I do it heavily because I believe that all of these give each other clues for how they work together. And for me, my take on this daily chart right now is that we're in a potential WXYXZ. And I was talking to Iman today, Adam, on Crypto Elliott Wave, and he and I were talking. And he says that nobody believes this wave. Nobody believes it. At least none of the people. That's what he said. He says, and he asked me what I thought. I said, I don't believe it. I don't trust it. I feel like it's an X wave. And what I think is that we've got a three-wave structure. We've got an X wave, and then we've got another three-wave here that finished. And so there's your W, your X, and your Y. Okay, I know this is horrible. So there's your W, X, and your Y right there. And I think this is an expanded flat. I think that's an expanded flat. I just think it goes really, really high. When I go to Litecoin on the daily or on the 8-hour or something like that, Litecoin's got a very beautiful expanded flat, and it measures perfectly. I mean, it measures perfectly for that. Okay? So, I mean, look here. Boom, boom. Came to the 1618 there. When I put the retrace on it of this wave here, this came down right and tagged the 1236, which is where expanded flats like to come. So that looks like a beautiful expanded flat. This looks like a finished 5 waves in here. Then we got an expanded flat, and I think that's a 5 wave, a 3 wave, and we're getting a 5 wave. And then when I just did Ethereum on the large time frame, I see that expanded. It's not quite an expanded flat here, but it's a flat nonetheless. You've got a beautiful looking flat right there. And so for me, everything's a flat. And so I think Bitcoin is also a flat. It's just a real whacked out one. It comes to the 12618 extension. And Carrie and our group did some research on it. I've done some research on it. Dean has done some research on it, and we've all found in the group that an expanded flat can come to the 2618. That it's not invalid there. That it's rare. It doesn't happen a lot, but it is allowed, and it is something that can happen. So I think, guys, we're in for a big kaplooey. Potentially. It could happen tomorrow morning. Could happen tonight. Could happen Tuesday. I don't know. I don't know, guys. I'm not trying to offer FUD. I'm not trying to be what do you call it? I'm not trying to be bear because I'm planning on trying to trade this to the bull side. But I'm having a hard time right now trusting it, and I'm really nervous, to be honest with you. This looks straight up to me. I don't think this is, when we look at this, I don't think we're beginning a third wave yet. I think in the grand scheme of things, we need to see, if this is a one wave, we need to see a correction that that comes down in three waves. So we may not see a big thing tomorrow. Okay, it may just start working its way down in five waves. Okay, but this is let's see, this was W, X, Y, X, and Z. So not five waves. I'm wrong about that. It needs to come down in three waves. A large three-wave structure. So I mean, that's my take. At least I'm considering it strongly. I don't know that that's what we're gonna get, but I'm considering it strongly. There's a lot going on in the chat. So 12,000 Christmas. I would love it. $6,000 this Christmas. I love how everybody's rooting for what they want. Think the China news about the supporting blockchain could be why BTC looks like a weird flat. I mean, sure. Oh wow. Okay. Uh Garrett, let me ask you a question. Do you, uh yeah, I mean, obviously he made a mistake here, so let's see if we can help him get out of it here. Talk him. Gary, do you have enough do you have enough equity or margin to cover what you got going on right now? And man, I didn't need that money for you to ask that question. I would have helped anyway, man. I hear you, Merle. I think Merle, we would be in C, not B, man. C of the expanded flat. Lots going on. I guy was, what's yup mean? That you were here or you agree with my analysis? Or both? Raphael, what do you think of my expanded flat concept on the daily? Like to hear you. Okay, later in the group. We'll do it. That's right, James. That's why I was asking if you had enough equity. The market always comes back, and it's due to come back. I think just on the grand scale down here, it's gotta come on down. I mean, you just see all these. I mean, the last time we had a big move like this, I mean, check it out. I mean, here's a move comparable to what we had. So there's a move comparable right there. So it's about the same size. Not that it matters that it's the same size. It's just that's a comparable move. It just took longer, uh, more days for this one. So to me, the faster they go up, the faster they need to come down. Most likely is my take on it. All right. Yeah, Gary, hold on to that thing. I'm seeing. I mean, I'm seeing a potential correction. Let me go back to Litecoin for a second, because Litecoin's kind of starting to come down in an impulse, and so that's interesting to me. Still finding a bottom here, but Bitcoin. Let's see on the 5 minute. Still not impulsive yet, but came down substantially. What do I make of that? Looks like a 5 waves ended. We had that, and then straight down. We had that, and we're starting to get a straight down, and then it might just trudge on up again. Might. We'll have to see. Okay. Look at the monthly dump and this monthly pump. Let's check out the monthly. Let me remove the drawing. Interesting, isn't it? That's log scale. Doesn't that look like a 5th wave to you guys? Just looking at it, if I were seeing this on a small time frame, I would just say that this is, I mean, if I was just counting this just on a chart, all by 1, 2, I would say that's 3, 4, and now we're getting 5. And then I would say we probably got, the first time I've ever done this before, so I'd probably say then we got 1, 2, 3, 4, we got one more wave to go. That's probably the way I would count it if I was just counting that. That's probably what I'd be thinking. Isn't that interesting? See, a lot of times when I see like a wave that goes up and then a short kind of dumpy. Now this is on log scale. Keep that in mind, guys. A short little dumpy wave like that. It looks like a 4 wave. But that is on log scale. Here's regular. Looks a lot different on regular. Man, look at that candle, y'all. That's crazy. Now we're going to get a monthly close. The month closes in 3 days, guys. Now listen up. Listen to this carefully. If this thing pumps higher and closes this monthly candle up, that's going to be very bullish for a lot of people. It's going to be a bullish signal. But if this thing backs down, you can see, let me just zoom in a little bit more. Looking at this candle, this is a monthly analysis. I never do this. This is just not my style of TA, but I understand it. So the top of that candle right there is in the balance right there. If price comes down just a little bit, back down, it's going to be a red candle. And you're going to have a red candle, red candle, red candle, and another red candle. If it closes, if this wave starts correcting down, it's going to close red, and that's going to be bearish for a lot of people. So there's the monthly analysis there. So the bulls have a lot. I mean, the bulls and the bears are going to fight it out right now. They're going to fight it out. Now here's the issue. Can Bitcoin afford to go up? I mean, to go down again with all the alts, man? I mean, how can the alts take any more down in Bitcoin? If Bitcoin keeps going down, how can the alts survive? I think the alts have to die. Many of them will have to die because I just don't see how they can handle any more, bear of Bitcoin, because it's just gonna kill all the altcoins. So if we look at it in a regular view like this, it doesn't give me that same impression. It gives me more of the impression of a 1-2-1-2. That's a finished 5 waves, and that's a finished 3 waves. That's a 1-2, and now we're getting a 1-2, and then it's just going to take off. That's the impression I get looking here. But if I look at it on log scale, I get the impression that we're in that 5th wave. So what's the right way to do it? I know that longer time frames, they say to look at it in log scale. So I don't know. This isn't my strength as far as that's concerned. Hey, Christian, glad you stopped by. Thank you. God be with you as well, man. Thank you. Yep. Okay, so the U.S. government and the China is going to fight it out. That might be true. I mean, that might be true. I guess this is the part I don't understand, Todd, but I guess you're implying that China has the most to gain from the blockchain taking off, whereas if the United States is in some kind of economic war with China, it benefits the U.S. to see blockchain not doing so well. Is that the implication there that you're making, Todd? Won't be a long fight. Okay. What Nelson? What are you thinking? The Brave New World chart, is that the one that we should be looking at? Brave New Coin Liquid Index. I suppose that's true. Now this is deceiving as well. I've looked at this and I don't want to look at it much right now, but this is deceiving as well. But what I'm seeing here is a rounding of the top here. We got it right there as well. Look at that. It's super interesting. This is major, major, major on the monthly. That is major bullish hidden bullish divergence. Look at that. When you see hidden bullish divergence on the monthly, that's phenomenal. So let's close that out. See what kind of divergence we're getting. Let's pull this line from here to there. 63 of you, welcome guys. We're just kind of sharing ideas and talking Bitcoin right now. We've already done some analysis if you want to go back and look at the smaller time frame analysis on Litecoin, Ethereum, if you want to rewind and see that. So it's not as strong of a bullish divergence, but we did make a little bit of a lower low in the RSI, but not much. So the bullish divergence is weakening from that peak to that peak. But there's still hidden bullish divergence there. You'll notice that I have a moving average here on my RSI, and we did cross it, and now we've retested it. And a lot of times, let me just show you why I do that. This is a actual it actually gives you a good bottom signal. So what you've got here is you've got this one bottomed right here, right? And then it crossed the moving average, and let me just double click here. It crossed the moving average and then retested it and then went on. So here what you've got here is it crossed the moving average, but it crossed really strongly, and then now it's retested it. See how it retested it and bounces up more? So the question is, are we going to get this on the RSI while it does that? I mean, there's certainly a lot of room for that. There is hidden bullish divergence on the monthly. Yeah, I love Heikin Ashi. I love Heikin Ashi. Let's go to the weekly. Well, yeah, let's go to the daily. Of course, Heikin Ashi is going to be green right now. My only problem some RSI here. I don't do a lot of on my videos. I don't spend a lot of time with the RSI with y'all, but we do have, we've got the divergence here. But remember, on expanded flats, you get the divergence in those. That's interesting. Didn't get the divergence in this one. If that's an expanded flat, we didn't get the divergence there. But this is actually quite good. But it's gonna on the daily, it really needs to start kind of coming over and coming back down to this, to this line. As the moving average kind of comes up a little bit, it's going to come back and retest it. If you'll just notice here, see how it crossed right here, and then as it came up, it comes back to it and either crosses it or bounces off of it. Let me show you in a bull move what it looks like. So you've got a cross here, and then it retests, and so it just looks like, I mean, we're due for a little bit of a round over to come back, and then it could continue going up, but looks like we're due for a round over and then up. So yeah. Hey Crit, what's up, buddy? Yeah, I've been watching that on the Trade Devils, James. It's a pretty good strategy. I like it a lot. Cool. Well, there's 60 of you in here. Welcome. We're gonna let's see. Let's do some final analysis on the smaller time frame here. Kind of looked at the larger time frames. I think some people asked me for some particular coins. So if you're still around and you wanted a couple of coins, let's go ahead and throw them in the chat. Um, I don't remember which ones. I don't like looking at the alts much because I mean, I look at Ethereum, XRP, and I only look at XRP because it's so popular with other people, and so I just want to help you guys. Hey, thanks, Merle. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that a lot. Thank you very much, sir. Man, that's really humbling. I appreciate it, Merle. Guys, what I'm doing, by the way, with all of the money that is made on YouTube, like um, when you watch when you watch my yeah, I mean ads, I click past them, it doesn't matter, but if you watch them and and I get money through YouTube, I'm just saving it. I'm just saving it all, and the money that I earn through the Telegram group and supporting you guys as traders, I'm just saving it all, and I'm using that as a savings account so that I can very soon uh, you know trade full time and give full time support for you guys. Really develop the channel to be even better than it is, and develop the trading group to be even better than it is, and offering educational materials and whatnot. And just really developing a nice space. And you guys are supporting that and really helping it, and you're the beta group for that. So I really appreciate that. So anything you guys give here, that's what it's going for. It also, I don't touch it. It just stays where it is, and then it's just going to be there. And so that's, you're really helping the family out, and you're really enabling me to I have a church here that we're starting here in Maryville, Missouri, and it's hard, and so I don't take a salary there at all. And we have a lot of college kids that come. They don't have money. There's no money as a group of people to support a pastor. So I've got to support myself, and I'm just tired of doing construction. I'm just pretty exhausted. So that's why I'm trying to do this. But right now it's even more exhausting because um, I'm trying to transition to it, and so I'm doing triple duty and quadruple duty here because I've got a family as well, and my wife is super understanding. I said, Christy, if you could just be patient with me, just give me a little space to take to transition. I'm trying for January February time frame. That would be nice. March would be the latest. I think I can hit it, but I'd really like to take January and trade for a month full time and just trade and not work outside in the cold or anything, and just see how it goes. And so I'm ready to trade. I'm a profitable trader, but I don't trade as much as I'd like to because um, I work so much. And anyway, yeah, and crypto is 24/7, and I'm doing counseling and I'm with my church. Like, today I knew there was a move happening this morning, and it was frustrating me because my mind was there. So when my mind is on that stuff, it's no good. I don't like it at all. So anyway, crypto's hard. The forex is nice because Friday it's done, and then Sunday night it starts up again. But you generally don't have to trade Sunday night. You can just trade. So I like the forex a lot as well. So if you've never traded the forex, that's something you can do. So. Um, let's look at Link. Okay. Hey, iGuy, I did Ethereum earlier. Okay. So zoom out. I spent some time on it. I think we've got an expanded flat at the bottom of it. That's my take on it right now. Could be wrong, but that's what I believe. Let's look at Link and XTZ. All right, let's do it. Um, Here, let me keep my LTC chart open and just duplicate that tab. Duplicate it one more time. We're still in the daily there. Okay. How you like that wick, guys? That 4-hour candle. Cracking, man. I tell you what. Looks kind of like a rejection candle, but it seems like got 1 hour to close. Looks like its pattern is. Let's go to candles here. That's amazing. That's crazy. More data there. Yeah, that's a good impulse off the bottom right here in Link. It's a good one wave. That's a good 3 wave with a 4 wave coming down. Looks like the 5th wave is ending diagonal. So this is looking finished, guys. This is the 5th wave right here. Link's about to come down, if not down already. I think Link is coming down, y'all. Looks like the 5th wave is, best I can see, an ending diagonal of some kind. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe. That might be it right there. That's a good impulse wave. That's a good 3 wave. 4. That's a good 5 wave. Looks done. Looks Christmas dinner finished. We got divergence here at the peaks. We've got divergence here at the peaks on the 4 hour. So it's looking cooked. Goose is cooked. See the divergence there? Boom, boom. And then you even have divergence in the smaller time frame here. You got, or in the smaller and the nearer waves. So yeah, Link's looking done. Let's see. In Binance, there's no wave one. Okay. Huh, interesting. Oh, yeah, look at that. That wick invalidates that wave one, doesn't it? Interesting. Still got the divergence there, divergence there. This is coming down. But yeah, that is cool that you notice that. But you got the wave one here though. So all right, link's coming down. It's going to correct. Let's see. Let's look on the smaller time frame. See what we've got here. Is it some kind of leading wave? It looks like a C wave, maybe. We might have a move to the upside. That's a triangle maybe. Some kind of a diagonal. What is that? I mean, they all made even bottoms. That's a descending triangle. But usually they break down. It's a three wave to the downside. First thing I see when I'm trying to figure out waves, guys, I just what do I see right away? There's three wave. Then this could be a flat. That's probably what we're going to get right there. So in the flat, looks like the B wave of the flat is a triangle. A, B, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it works. So it looks like the B wave of this flat is a triangle. That works. So I think link's coming down. I don't know. This has to finish 5 waves. I need 5 waves here, so I don't know if that's done or not. But I wouldn't be buying link right now. Let me just say that. I wouldn't be buying link. Not financial advice. I'm not buying link right now. What are you guys saying here? Hey, what's up, Dinosaur Muscle Cars? I'm glad you caught you too, man. Hey, all right, Wayne. Awesome. Let's look at XTZ. It's just not something I look at a lot. So I didn't even know if I was right or not. I'm glad to hear that. Let's check out XTZ USD. Is there an exchange that's better for you, Wayne, on XTZ or Raphael? Hit BTC, okay. This is XTZ. I've forgotten all the analysis I've ever done on it, so I'm just starting over. Starting over. First thing I see is some kind of a WXY or a 5 wave there. Yeah, that's a 5. It could be a 5 wave. Could be. I'm going to call that a 5 wave right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I like it. 3 wave up. Looking for 5 waves to the downside. So whenever you have a start of a 5 wave and then you get a 3 wave, you're going to get a 5 wave down. So looks like XTZ needs to come down and some more waves. I don't see 5 waves here. I'm assuming in all of this crap right there, I'm assuming it's 1, 2. So I'm assuming there's a 1, 2 in there. I mean, it's kind of the assumption you got to make. And then I think this just finished the 3rd wave. Is that 1, 2, 1, 2, 3? What is all that? Dag on it. That's crazy. It looks like a big flat is what it looks like. Could be done. Didn't make the 1-to-1. I see one more wave to the downside. When I measure this right here, this comes right to the 2618. So to me, the way I would deal with that, generally speaking, is I'm going to call that my 1, 2. That's all 3, getting 4, and then 5. So this 4 wave could be this flat right there. All of them are putting in this kind of a flat structure. All of them are. And so I just see this one more wave to the downside. This would be an expanded running flat if that's the case. It's just really a hard wave to. I mean, what is all that? I mean, my best guess is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this is the 4 wave is an expanded flat. You had a really short, fast 2 wave, and so now we've got a complex 4. That's rule of alternation. And then we'd have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the 3rd. It looks pretty decent like that. So I'm guessing we got one more down. I think that's what we got for Bitcoin. I think that's what we got for Litecoin, Ethereum, everything. I think everything's got another push down. I don't know. It's just my bias. That's my bias. Let's check the Coinbase on XTZ and see if there's any kind of a different. Yeah, I don't have enough information there, Raphael. Just on XTZ, not enough info. To me, that hit BTC is better. Gotcha, Wayne. Let me see. What's 0.68? Yeah, that's a good buy down there. I think 0.68 would be fantastic. The 1-to-1 is 0.668. So you might that's not a bad buy there for XTZ. Not financial advice. So I agree with that, man. It's looking good. Looking good. All right. Any other charts you guys want to see? Be glad to help you. Be glad to show you anything you'd like to see. Hey, Rosie and Grace, I didn't. Best of luck in going full time. Thanks. I don't know if I deserve it. Andrew Freeman, appreciate that. I didn't see that comment. Thanks, man. Don't fret. Don't worry. I right now I'm on Forex. I'm on forex.com. That's not the best of all worlds, but that's just where I started and I never changed. S&P 500. Okay, that's not my strength, but I will certainly do it. How do you find it? S&P, is it futures? Taps? I've never looked at the chart, to be honest with you. How do I find just the S&P 500 chart? SPX. Okay, cool. Thanks. Sorry about that. There it is. Nice. Let's check it out. Look on the daily. Oh, wow. It's just a straight up pump. 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 That's what I see right there. Pump up the jams. Pump it up. That's so bad. Okay, let's go out and get some. Wow. There's the monthly right there. Look at log scale. What do we see here? What jumps out at you? Looks like a 4 wave, and this is a 5 wave. That's what jumps out at me. S&P might go to 48.71. Would that be too? Would that be huge? How'd you feel about that if it went up to 48.71? That'd be all-time high, wouldn't it? Would that be nuts? Okay. Well, this is the monthly, and that would take us, if it continued on that trend, that would take us to somewhere around 2024 to the end of 2023. And then there would be a big correction. Hey Dave, what's up, man? Somebody requested. This is Sunday night charts, Dave, and any chart anybody wants to see, I'll show it and give you my take on it. So yeah, and then just as I look here, what jumps out at me, you don't want to try to count all these little humps as individual waves. My take on it is, let's zoom in here on the weekly. That we've got some kind of a 5 wave here and then a 2 wave. So there's the first wave. That's 1, 2. Then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is likely the end of the fifth. The end of the 5th wave, or the 3rd wave, I should say. Likely. Not quite. Not quite. So the way I'd count that would be 1, 2, 3. Gonna get a 4, then a 5. So we're probably gonna be looking for a correction here soon. It might be biggish. The reason I say it might be biggish is because this 2 wave right here, I'm assuming is a 2 wave, is a very small correction. And so alternation tells me I need kind of a larger, more complex structure here for the 4th wave. So it looks like the 5th wave of the 3rd is getting some kind of an ending diagonal there. It's going to get, and then what's going to happen. So watch this on your chart, Taps. Watch this structure right here forming. Looks like some kind of an ending diagonal here, some kind. Let's see if I can get it. So watch price oscillate, just kind of pump, 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 and then it's eventually going to fall out of there. And it is going to, 3 wave down of some kind. Probably into this region or into this region here. So it could like fall down to this structure zone right here, pull back, and then fall down to that structure zone there, um, like that, and that'll be the 4 wave, and then we'll get that final push to the upside, and that's where we go up and hit that 40 whatever target that I said. So yeah, that's what I'm seeing. Hope that helps you, buddy. That's on the weekly. That's just long term, man. I hope that gives you some. Do you want some any more? You want more short term than that? I see pumping happening. Yeah, pump. We could have some pumping going on through the first quarter of next year. So, all right, Raphael. We'll see you, buddy. Okay. Any more charts? Last chance, last call. It is last call for Sunday night charts. Shall we take a look at Litecoin and see what it was doing? Because there was an impulse forming, guys, on Litecoin. We had kind of an impulse to the downside. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're getting a 3-wave pullback, maybe. I don't know how deep that's going to go. This could be a 4-wave as well. So this could be. This is Litecoin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Could be that. And if that's the case, then we're going to be getting, 1, 2, 3, and then we're getting a big move down. Or we already have 5 waves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 done. We're getting a 3-wave to the upside. And then we're going to get a big move down. If that's the case, Bitcoin would be kind of following suit. Let's get go over here to Bitcoin. Let's get on the 15-minute chart here and see what we're seeing on the 15-minute. Get on the candles here. Let's see here. Don't have any divergence on the 15-minute. Oh, yeah, we do. Look at that. See that, guys, on the 15-minute chart? That is divergence. That is bearish divergence on the 15-minute. Now, the interesting thing is this price going up while that's going down, that's actually hidden bullish divergence. So which one is it? Which one is it? It's probably hidden bullish. So from that peak to that peak, price went up. From this peak to this peak, the RSI went down. So it's resetting, and it's got room for more bullish action. So that's what hidden bullish divergence looks like right there on a chart. And we got the move to the upside. But now we've got this peak here. So this hidden bullish divergence gave us the move. Okay? That doesn't mean it's going to keep on going necessarily. It's just hidden bullish divergence for the next move. Okay? So once this move is played out, maybe like that, I don't know. We've got this kind of divergence on it. So then we got the bearish divergence here. There. So I don't know. There we go. Let's check the 5-minute close time frame here. Yeah, that's a 3-wave down, that 3-wave up. 1, 2, 3. I mean, that could be 5 waves that are finished, guys, but I'm just not seeing. 1, 2. So, yeah, it's a corrective wave. It's a corrective wave there. Looks like we're getting a complex corrective wave here. Best I can tell. It's corrective wave, corrective wave. Going to get another corrective wave down. So, yeah, not sure where she's going. But on the daily or on the higher time frames, I'm still digging into a down move potentially. It looks like looks down to me because it's an expanded flat. All right, there's 50 of you still watching. Why are y'all still watching me? Why? Hey Elias, thanks, appreciate that encouragement, man. Yeah, I can look at that chart. Steven, can you? Oh, Snapchat. Okay, can you give me the ticker and I'll do it? Okay, Taps, the question. Okay, Snap. Okay, cool. I'll look at it just a second. Let me answer Taps' question here. Jim, what is the 1.618 impulse level at to the bullish side? Okay, check it out. $99.12. See, the problem is though. Here's the problem with this wave structure, guys. You have all these waves that are overlapping. Okay, so we've got a 5-wave diagonal or some kind of something there. That's 5 waves. They overlap. I was calling it a diagonal last night. Still calling it a diagonal. It looks like a diagonal. Let me see if I can't seem to draw it. Here it is right here. Looks very much like a diagonal. Right there. Okay. Then we got a 3-wave truncated C right there, which really ticked me off because I missed my entry. I was expecting it to come down more. It didn't. Oh, it made me so mad. I would have had all that move today. I probably would have gotten out right here, though, to be honest with you, because that move faked me out. But then that's the other thing. See, look what we got here. We got this, right? And then we got this big deep wave. So that, I mean, what is that? A 1-2? Okay, fine. That's a 1-2. Where's your third wave? So, at the end of the day, you got to do this. I mean, you can't. You're not allowed to have overlapping 1s and 4s without having a diagonal. So this needs to be a diagonal wave here. So, or it's a bunch of 1-2s back to back. So that could be an A wave. This is a B wave, and now we're getting a C wave diagonal. No, not that. Stop. But you can't get it. No, you see, this can't be a diagonal and that be a diagonal. You can't have that. It's not allowed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or it's done. And there's your A, B, C, and that's just not. I don't. Yeah. I don't know. See, I don't. I cannot figure out the structure. I can't figure it out because you've got this wave and then that wave. What you counting that as your 3, 4? Well, overlaps your 1. You can't have it. So then you got to say, okay, that's 1, 2, and that this is some kind of a one wave and that's a two wave, and now we're getting another one wave and a two wave, and it's just ultra bullish, and it's going to shoot up like crazy. I mean, that's the only other thing we can have, that we're going to get a moon, or this thing's going to tank. It needs to tank pretty soon, or it's going to moon, and we're coming to a head. Other than that, I do not know how to count that stupid structure right there. That makes no sense to me, except a bunch of 1 2 1 2s 1 2s. What's up, A1? Star Stud. Elias, I'm looking for a pullback too. I'm expecting. I don't know what Hippo said today, but this is. I was expecting this to be A, and this some kind of B wave, and then we come down for C, and then we go up. And I am short right now, but I'm scared to be short right now. I don't want to be short, but that's where I think price is going. So we trade it where you think price is going, and you set a stop. And if you get it wrong, you get it wrong. Someone says you're trading against the trend. Well, I don't know that I'm convinced that we've broken the trend yet. I mean, it was a pretty impressive move. There's no doubt about it. Pretty impressive move. But I don't know. It just feels off to me, and I'm kind of going with my gut here. Kind of going with my gut. Yeah, I did earlier, James. I was looking at it on the higher time frames earlier. I mean, again, for me, this is an expanded flat, and that this is a WXYXZ. Yes, I will look at Snap. I had a request for Snap and then Tesla. Sure, be glad to. Yeah. Like looks like a fifth wave to you. Yeah. I mean, I could be right, man. Could totally be right. One, two, three, four, and then five. Maybe it's a truncated. Maybe it'll be a truncated fifth or something. Yeah. So if that's a fifth, so let me try to interpret this bullish. Okay. So this is the only way I can interpret this bull. So I gotta have a five wave move here, and the one overlaps the four here. So I gotta start that with a diagonal. That's the first thing I must do with a bull count here. So I'm just thinking out loud, okay? So any thoughts as we do it? So that's what I got so far. Five waves right there. Excuse me, I got nose hair bothering me. Okay, we've got a three-wave pullback. That's fine. I'm assuming this is some kind of five wave, but man, my nose. I don't know how to get five waves in this. So let me go down to the small time frame and see if I can dig five waves out of that. Where's my one wave? One, two, three, four, five. That looks like my one wave right there. Let's see if that works. That doesn't even work as a one wave. Is that the one wave? So that's 1, 2, 5. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Extended fifth. Ah, that's crazy. I mean, I guess 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, there's 5 waves there. I just don't like the way they measure, but I see all the subdivision I need to see. Okay, there's 5 waves there. We'll just call that good. I just don't like the way it measures. So now what? 1, 2, 3. I mean, the 1618's right here, but I just don't buy that. This all looks part of the same structure. That looks like the same structure. Sorry, guys, my nose is killing me. So that's an anomaly for me right there. Don't like. James, come on, man. Don't say that. You sound like me now. Man. Sound like me. So yeah, I don't understand that wave right there. So there's 1, 2. Let's just call this a 1, and we'll call that a 2. Now where's our third wave? We're getting it. So we haven't even made a third wave yet. So that's a 1, 2. Again, I'm just entertaining this as a bullish count. 1, 2. Then we've got a 1. Where's the 1 wave here? 1, 2. 2. I am not seeing this as a bull, as a impulse. I can't make sense of it as an impulse. I hear you, James. Absolutely hear you, but I can't make sense of it as an impulse. So let me back out now and see if we got an expanding diagonal. If that's the case, that could be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know the rules for an expanding diagonal. Always in a wave 5 of a motive wave sequence or at the end of a wave C. More likely they don't exist because nobody's ever seen a valid one. I love that. I love that. I think that's, I've seen that before. I've read this before, I just don't remember the rules. So they have them all as 3 waves here. So I need to get a 1, 2. So 1, I got a 3 wave 1, 3 wave 2, 3 wave 3, 3. Okay, so everything needs to be 3 waves in the expanding diagonal. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know. I don't know. Are y'all still watching this? Are y'all still watching this crap? I love it. Turn the channel. No, I don't see 9,000 as support. I see For my take right now is this is some kind of a B wave. I don't know. But if it's a B wave, I mean, look where we've retraced to. We come right to the 618 and we bounced. I don't know what's going to happen. If it's some kind of a B wave, then we come down. The extension for that brings us down to the 83 and 79. Those are the two extensions that we're looking for. So if it stops there and comes down, 8307 and 7854 are the 1-1. There's no structure here, and that's awful deep. But that could be a nice two-wave, guys. I mean, I would like that as a two-wave personally. I would think that, man, that's a nice shaped two-wave for the size of that wave. I would feel very happy about it. If it came down here, oh, buddy, I'm going long. That would be really, really, really nice. 83 to 78.54. There's your buy range if we come down in what, 5 waves, I suppose, or 3 waves. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how to count this. I don't know how to count that right there. Looks like 3 waves and then an expanded flat and then some other stuff. I don't know. I'm sorry. I've been on this a while. It's time to get off. Let me look at Snapchat because Bitcoin is just an anomaly to me. Let's see what you guys are saying. Uh, let it play out. Yeah. One more push. Okay, Christina. Okay, I already answered that, Seth. We're all figuring this out with you. Thanks, man. Tire structure cannot be expanded. Yeah, yeah, okay. I think you're right there because I just couldn't make sense of it. Um, a giant Bart? Yeah, maybe. Yeah, they haven't been too deep for sure. So, at least on this particular wave. But we are coming down for a little correction here. So let's see what we get. See what Litecoin's doing. Oh yeah, come on down. So we got a 5-wave move. We got a 3-wave move. So what we're going to do here is throw the fibs on that guy. And we'll measure this guy as it comes down, okay? If it comes down to the 1-to-1, we've got some kind of 3-wave structure. We got a 3-wave, a 3-wave. You're going to get some kind of a 3-wave. I don't know. Or this is going to be impulsive to the downside. We'll have to wait and see. So, yeah, but that's kind of an impulse. This could be a 4, and then we're getting the 5th wave. So we'll have to wait and see. So if it's a 5th wave, we should be looking at this. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is a 5th wave. Then we get our correction, and then down. Or if that 5 waves is complete, this is a 2-wave. It's awful shallow, but it could be a 2-wave. And now we're coming down. So we'll have to wait and see. We'll just throw the fibs on that and see what she does. Where does she react? What fibs there? All right, let's take a peek at. I was requested Snapchat. Snap. New York Stock Exchange. 1 week. Week is too much for the information. Let's go to the daily. A lot of gaps here. Woo. Lots of gaps. Not filled. All these gaps are filled. That gap is not filled. Oh, man. Let's go to the 6-hour. Let's go to the 4-hour. So I get some more data. I can't see the chart. It's rounding over, guys. Snapchat's heading down. I would imagine we've got some divergence here. Yeah, we got divergence from this peak to this. There's divergence there. We already saw the move off of that. Yeah, this looks very bearish. Snapchat's looking very bearish. I don't know if I have a target for you. Let me see if I can throw a fib on it. Get a target. Guys, you have hit on Snapchat the 1618. We've tagged it. So I don't know. Have a lot of I don't have a lot of experience with Snapchat or anything like that, but we tagged the 1618 and have a little bit of a bounce. But my guess is that we've got more downside to come. More downside to come. But we might get some upside first. But it's the 4-hour chart. So yeah, I mean, it may come on up here. This might be a 1-2, and then they get a 1-2, and then come on down. But so there may be a little bit of upside, maybe to $16 or something, and then it's going to go down. So looking down to me, Snapchat. All right, no problem. And then somebody asked for something else. What was the other one? I forgot. Snapchat and what was the other one? Can't find it, guys. Tesla, thank you. I already looked at XTZ. Rewind till you find the XTZ chart. Tesla. What is the Tesla? Is it just Tesla? Okay. Nasdaq. Up, 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 up. We're going up. Bye, 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 bye. Yeah, it's rounding out, looking like the fifth wave. This could be coming down for a wave, or it's going up. I can't tell. That could be the third wave. This is the fourth. It's going to finish right here. Finish in this region here. So it could have a pullback. If you get a pullback to this region and it looks like it's bouncing at around 158, you could get another move. So we got 1, 2, all that's 3. This is 4. And then you're going to get a fifth wave to the upside. I mean, just the symmetry of what I've drawn, $500 to $800. Hi. No, you can go ahead and do it. Ooh, wow. $800. Oh, no. Yeah. 382 is 530. I mean, if my count is right. 1152. Yeah. That'd be huge, wouldn't it? I'm seeing Tesla is up. It may come on down. It may be done coming down and going on up, but it may come on down to this region. I would just watch this structure right here for Tesla. Watch price. If it comes down to this region, watch reaction right there. See if you get a bounce to the upside. If you do, I mean, it's a good buy zone maybe. Um, but and your stop just underneath of that structure. So that's a good looking stock. All right, there you go. Guys, I'm tired. I'm ready to go to bed. 39 of you still here. I hope you guys enjoyed the live stream tonight. Thanks for joining me. I appreciate it. And those of you that gave, man, I'm humbled. Thanks, Merle. Thank you, Gary. Appreciate those gifts that you gave. You guys have a fantastic evening. Just trade smart with Bitcoin, okay? Trade smart. We'll talk to you later.